Hi everyone, wish you a very, very happy holiday and a very happy new year as well.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Happy holidays, guys.
Yeah, Natit, continue your story.
Yeah,
No, we were just talking offline. So we initially started it as Merry Christmas, but like Christmas has religious annotations with it, connotations with it. Sorry. So yeah, like in my first employer, we did like a secret Santa thing, and I wrote Merry Christmas, and then the HR sent me an email saying that like this is what we do here. Like Happy Holidays is much more in line with, because it celebrates everyone. Like it's more inclusive. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Noted. So yeah, that's why
Hmm.
from now moving on, I just say happy holidays. It's more
So the
inclusive.
person you gifted to, like, they actually made a complaint to HR.
No, I don't think that's what happened. So we keep it on the it was, you have to keep it on
Oh, okay,
under
okay,
the
okay.
Christmas tree or something. So she must have just
Oh,
seen
okay.
that.
That's
Uh,
interesting. Yeah, Happy Holidays. I learned that after. In India, I never realized everyone was like
yeah,
Merry
yeah,
Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
yeah.
Like in US, I realized it's Happy Holidays.
But
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that's
other
interesting.
holidays? I mean, there's Christmas, I know there's
As,
Hanukkah.
yeah.
I'm right. I don't know if said it correctly. I think these are the only two ones I know for sure, like are celebrated around that time. I don't know if there are others.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, even I don't know if there are others. But
Yeah,
yeah, at least for two, like instead of saying
let's
each one
see.
individually, you just yeah.
Yeah, cool. So what are your guys' plan for Christmas
Christmas.
Uh,
holidays?
Dude, this 2020 has been like a sad year for like any kind of holiday or travel planning. So like
Hmm.
we had our plans, we had booked California to run away from the cold. Initially I thought I'm not gonna be able to take it, but FYI, I witnessed the first snow and I loved it, and it wasn't that bad and it wasn't that cold. And so far I'm loving the winter. So that's the update. But
Snow is snow
yeah.
is never cold. You know, when it's snowing, it's never
yeah.
cold. It's after it gets really cold, and once it starts melting, it is shit. Like it's all mucky and like brown. I hate that. When
Yeah.
it's snowing, it's beautiful for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the day after the snow is amazing. Like when you sleep, everything is fine, and when you wake up, everything is white. Right? That
Yeah.
I love that. Um,
Yeah.
like I still remember the first time it happened to me. Like the first winter here, when I opened my window in the morning, and everything, all the roads, the cross, like cars are covered in, thick layer of snow. It was, it
Yeah.
was, it was beautiful.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think
But
we
yeah, you're right.
Going
Like it
back
gets
to
very
Heloni.
dangerous. Yeah, it gets
What
very
what?
dangerous after a few days after it snows. Like it gets
Yeah.
slippery also.
Have
yeah.
you ever fallen down? Atit,
No,
I don't know.
never.
Heloni might have not. You have not. Okay.
I have
Cool.
not, thankfully.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've fallen down twice
Oh
on
no.
that. What do you call black ice? Yeah,
Yeah.
not good.
I've heard
Yeah,
it's
it's
very,
not
very
good.
slippery, no?
Yeah, and you don't even see it. It's just there on the footpath. So you're just walking, and all of a sudden you're down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so coming back to the story, we booked California to run away from the cold and
Yeah.
be in like some sunshine. And then the lockdown happened in California. So now that plan is cancelled. And we are figuring out now what to do, something which is more drivable. Last minute, we don't want to take up a flight. So yeah, probably doing a ski resort or something for the holidays, because it's just not holidays for us. It's our first anniversary. So couple
Oh
of
yeah.
Oh,
celebrations together.
nice.
Yeah, I actually, so yesterday I was just sitting and going through photos for 2020, and then I saw like December started, and all of a sudden my album like size grew for December. There are so many photos, so many like weddings that happened, right? Yeah. Your anniversary is 28th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
It's gonna be a long celebration for us. It's literally, and
Fair.
New York has the weekend. So like,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
yeah. Hence that
And
update as well.
oh yeah, I didn't observe that. I observed the other thing, but okay, nice.
Oh yeah, that's another upgrade. Thank you, Ati.
Oh, yeah. For people
Yeah.
listening, you should probably check out our Instagram channel to listen to this.
And Atit, what's your plan?
I'm probably we are actually flying to Indianapolis, where my cousin is, and we'll celebrate. We usually spend Thanksgiving together. This year that didn't happen, so we're at least trying to spend one of the holidays, one of the long weekends. So yeah, we'll be celebrating Christmas there and New Year's as well. So should be
Nice.
fun. He bought a house recently, so I want to check out the house also.
Yeah.
And we have
Cold
like
brew
another
money. Episodes on cold brew money.
yeah.
Shameless
And he
plug.
also, yeah, like I have another cousin who's also flying there, so it'll be nice reunion.
Oh,
Yeah.
That will soon become a hub where all of us meet in the
Yeah.
years forward. But yeah, so that's my plan. Should be fun. Like they have like I have to a niece and a nephew, so it'll be fun spending. I think the elder one is like 9 years and the other is 6 years. The 9-year one has suspicion that Santa Claus is not real, but the 6-year-old is still another. He's still like he writes the gifts to Santa Claus. So
Aw.
yeah, it's fun. Like we were there last year also, and they opened the gift and they were like, oh, it's amazing. Like I have the video, and so it's such joys, right? Small joys.
Wow.
I miss that.
I think I came to know Santa did not exist like really late in life. Like, I think when I was in like uh, third grade or fourth grade, when I actually like woke up because parents were putting something below my pillow and kind of woke up and I saw my parents and then I just went back to sleep because I didn't want to remember that. I thought it's gonna be Santa Claus only. When the next day I woke up and asked my parents and then they came clean. But yeah, and then I have a younger sister, so they told me don't tell her. She doesn't need to know yet. And then like other cousins also, they're like let them know on their own. But yeah, that was such a fun experience. I mean, believing in something so magical. The older we grow, the lesser we believe in magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Tapan?
For Christmas,
Yeah.
I am doing nothing. I'm actually planning on not traveling, like going to central London and just seeing the tourist spots. I haven't done that. I haven't seen Buckingham Palace properly. I haven't been to that street. And then there is Hyde Park. So just exploring the city. And I have a couple of friends. I might meet them, but that's about it. I have a cousin as well. I might message my cousin. Maybe see
Yeah.
what he's. But like, so London is in tier 4 now. They created a new tier because of some new strain of coronavirus, which is spreading rapidly. So they put things in lockdown again. Like it's a stricter lockdown compared to tier 3. So let's see how that pans out. But for now, I plan on staying at home.
You should really
But
visit US in holidays. Next year you should
what?
be here around this time.
I want to. I don't know. I don't enjoy US during holidays because like most of the time everyone is at home or travel. Like it's not, like everyone is with their family or stuff like that. I enjoy US during the summer. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
But during Christmas, yeah, like in US, we used to stay at home only. Like usually there was a house party or like meeting at your friend's place. That's about it. Didn't
Yeah,
do
it's too cold
anything
to
like
do anything outside.
yeah, and like New Year's Eve's party, they are just useless. Like it's overpriced. Everyone is rowdy. It's like I just don't. It's so crowded. Like I just don't
That
understand
reminds
the
me of
point.
India, not US. I mean, I don't know about US.
No, even like New York City, all the parties like you pay $400 and you're not drinking. It's packed. You're not doing anything. Like it's. We did that in the first year, and then we were like, no, we are not doing this anymore.
You just get
House
bragging
party.
rights. You get
Yeah.
bragging rights that I was there. I was there in
Yeah.
the New York hottest club and the New
Yeah.
Year's.
But
Which is
dude,
never
Bryant
fun.
Park and Saks and Fifth and Rockefeller and that whole street so lit. I don't know. I fell in love with it. It was like I've never seen this before. I've never seen this kind of like Christmas before. It was
Yeah, so that way the lights, yeah, in New York, it's yeah, Brian, as you said, Bryant Park, the Winter Village, it's one of my favorite things to do. And then Saks, it's fine. Rockefeller is always packed. That I remember. And then
yeah. I
that
was there
Times Square
last
thing.
week there and it was still packed. Like it was it was better than I think probably all the years, but it was still there and all the tourists were there, and you could feel like it was Christmas all around, like
Yeah.
Christmas in the air.
Yeah. And then people also wait for the ball drop at Times Square, which I never did in my 3 years. It's just
I'm wondering what's going to happen this year. I don't know if they will do it. I don't know if they can risk so many people being there.
but there is I realized this after moving that there's no ball there. Like it's a screen and the ball like comes down in the screen. There's no actual ball.
Really? But I see that round thing there on the top of
So
that.
that round thing only drops for like 1 feet or something, and then there is a screen, and then the ball comes down on the screen. There is not an actual ball coming down. And people
Oh,
stand there for like hours to see that.
I think it's more of like the whole vibe. Like there is some concert and there are like a lot of pre-gigs.
Yeah, and again, bragging rights. You're forgetting that's very important. Yeah, that's the thing that social media is built on top of. You get to say, you get to share that photo
That's
and
story.
tell people.
So how was your 2020? We'll start with Atit.
Oh, 2020.
Putting you on the spot.
Yeah. I mean, 2020 has been more of the same. Nothing has changed except for work from home and all. Like, I didn't change jobs or nothing major has changed. Like, yeah, like so Komal will graduate this week. So that is one big thing. Like now, our graduation will the grad walk will be next year. Hopefully, it's in person, but we'll see. But other than that, it's the same. I think major things have happened in both of your lives.
No, but before we move to our lives, so one habit
Sure.
that you picked up this year. Any new habit?
Oh, that's a
So
tough
many.
one.
Every quarter, every
Um,
90-day cycle, what new did you pick up?
Oh, yeah. So I have. So I was thinking of how to build the habits, right? Like there might be, and there are so many frameworks out there, like Atomic Habits and Power of Habit, and so many books also, good resources to build habits. But none of them have really worked for me. But I think this is something that I'm testing out, like where 90 days is a good enough time to do anything, to build a product, to build a habit, to build a prototype, to build a company, to test out your idea, to build a relationship, whatever you want. 90 days is good enough. Okay. And you could divide the whole year into 4 90 days blocks. So at the start of the 90-day, I try to write down the things that I want to achieve at the end of the 90-day, with the habits that I want to build, the goals that I want to achieve. And then I run the cycle for 90 days, view it, and do some post-mortem analysis that what worked, what didn't work. And then, yeah, and try to, if I like certain habits or I'm midway, I dropped, ball on certain habits, I pick it up again in the next 90-day cycle. So in those terms, that was one thing, like journaling a little bit is what I've started doing this year. Using that was one of the 90-day goals that I had. Start to journal, and also like there's this website called 52 Small Things. Okay, I don't know if it's still live or not, but that is something that I did in the that was like one of the resolutions, quote unquote, that I did last year, where every week you do one small thing. And that could be saying thanks to every single day for that week, or writing down one thing that you like about your life for the whole week, or doing something good for the whole week. So things like that for 52 weeks. So that was something I stopped after like 12 weeks or something like that. But I think I'll restart that next year also. They have good exercises. It makes you a better human being overall. Other than that, I had a goal of spending $500 on books. I wanted to buy books because I used to, just download books, find some PDF online. But I truly think it is an undervalued asset, right? Like, because a book can change your life, literally. $20, $18 book has the potential of changing your life. Has a lot of knowledge. So that is something that I did this year. I have some leftover. I was not able to finish the 500 because I was not able to finish the books that I ordered. So I'm going to probably send out on my newsletter saying that, hey, if you want to, want a book, just send me a link, send out a Google form, and I'll buy for them whatever money that I have left over. I have like some $150 or something like that. So
Nice.
You should send
yeah.
me one, Ati. Then I'm gonna make a 90-day resolution to finish it in 90 days.
Yeah, sure. Um,
Uh, hey, I've been
yeah,
so
if you
bad
if
with.
you are if you're a like if you're listening to this and if you're a subscriber to Cold Brew Substack newsletter, you might see a Google form. Just fill it out, and I'll with the Amazon link, I'll send it. I'll buy it for you if there's budget left.
Oh,
Nice.
While supplies last, right?
there you go.
Heloni, you're next. Heloni, how life changed for you?
Oh my God. This year has been, I think, some of the biggest changes in my life, starting from getting married to transitioning into new relationships. I think a lot of people take it for granted that after, I mean, marriage, it's not just transition of like your personal things or like having a partner, but overall, a lot of relation dynamics in your life change. Like you have two set of families who are now at an equal priority for you, which wasn't the case before. And yeah, I think how happiness even compounds with so many people adding to your life. Something that we didn't consider as a byproduct of wedding. Like a lot of people say you have so much work and this and that. Like whenever you ask for advices, you generally are given some of the uh, okay advices of marriage. But I feel it's it's a journey that you should take if you have found the right person, and you won't realize how things get happier, easier. You have like a best friend to do everything with, and two set of families and everybody else as your support system, always there for you in your good bad transition, and they are so like selfless in doing that. So yeah, that was one big change that happened. And then yeah, we did long distance wedding, which was or long distance marriage, which was weird, which COVID made us do, actually not something we wanted to. But yeah, taking that positively. Like initially it sucked, like we were, why do we have to do this? But then going through the whole phase, that probably it was meant to be something that makes us more stronger and makes the meeting after that worth it. So taking that up positively, living that distant life in COVID, and counting down days as to when would we actually be together. That was interesting. But yeah, the highlight was the flying in the middle of the pandemic to US, and being there scared ki what is gonna happen on the flight. Am I even gonna make it there? Like I just told myself I'm not gonna believe till I sit in the flight that I'm actually gonna do this, because one, getting the ticket was a nightmare. It took me almost a month to get it, and then still scared ki okay, next day it might just shut down or something, new policy would come up and they won't let me in the US. So till I didn't cross immigration. Like even at immigration, I had like the person ahead of me being questioned for almost 45 minutes, and I was like, I lost hope. I'm like, I don't think I'm going in today. Probably they'll just send me back. But yeah, that didn't happen, and I luckily made it here. And transitioning to a new country, figuring out work dynamics, working both India time, US time, learning how to take care of myself independently, not have maids and drivers and everybody help me in the process. And yeah, in the meanwhile, balancing personal life, maintaining relations, working on personal growth. Oh my God, the list is endless. Haven't succeeded at all of those, have given them a try, and it's, I think, going to be a continuous work in progress. But not being overwhelmed and not being anxious. Anxiety did kick in because of so many changes and new things happening, and that's where I started meditation as one of the ways to kind of go through that. Because it's not easy when so many things in your life are changing, and at the same time you want to still keep growing. Like that's the kind of person I am, where I can't just chill and be like, okay, let it go with the flow. So had those phases as well, where I used to keep questioning why this and what next. But I'm still growing with meditation and realizing that I just have to keep doing and not think of the result, just like manifest a result and let it be there. But action's gonna be more important than continuously worrying what I need to do next or how am I gonna do it next. So yeah, that's something that I'm following, and gonna make some New Year resolutions which help me make what I've experienced in the past year much more smoother going ahead. That's the plan for now.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan. And then for habits, you picked up meditation. Any other habits you picked up?
I went back to painting, which I had lost touch since a while, and realized that it's something I really like, and it's like that flow state for me when I'm doing that activity. So gonna probably pick more of that, or like do like how 90-day thing or a weekly, the 52 habits, probably every quarter pick up one week to do that maybe. Yeah.
Nice. That's
What,
nice.
what about you, Tapan?
I, I told you, right? I was going through my photos yesterday, so I have like fresh memories of a lot of things. But I think biggest change will be again moving to London, getting back like on the job circuit, being employed again. Big change. I got used to that lifestyle where you just wake up and do whatever you want to do. But now, like having deadlines and stuff, getting used to it again. Yeah, and as Eloni said, moving to a new city, like the challenges that come with that, traveling during the pandemic. Like even I, when I was at the airport, I was like, did I miss any forms? Because people ahead of me had forms that they had filled and I did not fill any forms. I was like, where did they get this form? I was so anxious. But yeah, moving here, and then living alone. I'm finally living alone in my house. I always had roommates, but here, like living alone, which is very interesting. I'm loving it. But then it comes with its downside. You don't have anyone to talk to when you really want to talk to someone. So like getting used to that as well. Some of the changes, yeah. Then getting COVID. So I had forgotten about that. Like yesterday when I was going through the photo, I realized, oh shit. So that was interesting as well. And then yeah, starting a blog, newsletter, podcast. Damn, so many changes. Like so many things that happened this year. All of them have been super interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it has been the best of the years and the worst of the years, truly.
Yeah.
Like, and we getting, because of pandemic, we are able to do this, like kickstarted this podcast. I don't
Yeah.
think there's a very high likelihood we would have not done this if it wasn't for the pandemic. So
Yeah.
And so like for my 2020 resolution, and Atit, similar to you, I have a system as well. So I'm going to write it in the newsletter. Like I've written it in the newsletter for tomorrow. But like what I do is I set goals, and then from those goals I just prioritize like 4 or 5 big goals, and then I create a system around it. So meditation was one of them, like meditating every morning after I wake up. That was one of the systems. And then the other one I had written down was like create side projects to work on while you get a full-time job. I had written that in December before we touched. So I had the blog which I was thinking about doing, but from that blog, all of like so many projects we started. So that was very interesting when I was reflecting back on that, like how things fell into place one after the other, even though there was no plan to do it. Like we didn't even know there was a pandemic that was going to come. So that was something, yeah, like positive in terms of growth. I think this has been like the biggest growth year for me, one of the biggest growth years. Yeah.
I think pandemic had its good parts as well in terms of personal growth, and yeah, sad parts in terms of like travel and meeting your loved ones. But
Deaths.
deaths, oh my god, that's even today. Like while
Yeah.
we were actually looking for options, we just saw like 3,000 people died in US yesterday. And I'm like, it's just like people are still fine. Everybody's doing whatever they're doing outside.
it has
Yeah.
been sadly very normalized. Like people don't have the
I
same
think it's
effect as they
in
did.
US it's 200,000 cases per day or something, right now. Yeah. Like we were having this conversation in May, June, I feel, and then again it's the same conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Cool.
reading this
So
Instagram post where it showed like most dreadful days in the US, and like highest number of deaths, and it was uh like yesterday, today and tomorrow, and then Pearl Harbor was like on the 8th number, like deadliest days of US, and I was like, and I think the
yeah.
anniversary went like 1 or 2 weeks back, the Pearl Harbor anniversary. So it's just weird. Like people are still taking it as, but I think the vaccine is bringing in all the positivity, and that's gonna change. I know one of my friends' dad got he got vaccination yesterday. He's a healthcare practitioner and a frontline worker. So yeah, I think things are changing.
Fingers crossed. Cool. Moving to the next question. Let's do podcast style. What's one resolution? What?
Okay, I have another call in 7 minutes.
Okay. Cool. So we'll wrap this up.
We can call it home.
Yeah. What was the question?
I was going to ask, what's one thing that you are planning to do next year?
I haven't.
One thing that you...
Yeah, I haven't thought.
Google got triggered. Cool, let's close it then.
ये end part निकाल देंगे, ये बहुत sad था.
कोविड का ना.
हाँ.
Okay.
So yeah, I think what are we looking at for 2021?
One second, ये मेरा Google
2021 बॉडी हैट ऐसा कुछ करना है क्या?
No, yeah, we could just say like we have episodes lined up. We'll resume with our regular guest episode from next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just that.
Okay. So this year has been a year of change, a year of growth, a year of a lot of things that has happened in everybody's life. What we want to know is, what is your one New Year resolution? We are still figuring out ours, and probably we'll post it in the new year what we have as a resolution, but we'd love to know from you. And comment below and let us know what your New Year resolution is. And yeah, stay tuned. We have amazing guests lined up for the new year as well. And wish you happy holidays once again. Have a blast.
Happy New Year.
Happy holidays. Bye-bye.